Hey Sagittarius, thank you so much for coming to check out your October messages. And this is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, and anybody else that is guided to this reading. And I do pre-shuffle all the decks, so we're going to do a spread here, the Mystic 7. And we're going to look at your energy, any challenge or blockage. And thank you so much to all my subscribers, guys, everybody that's helping the channel grow. It's absolutely amazing. I send so much love and gratitude. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Steph. I'm here in Ireland. You're very welcome, and I hope you liked the reading. I'm also asking that people do hit the thumbs up button and show your appreciation for the reading as well. So this is what you're going to be consciously moving towards. The underlining energies. What's in the past. What's the next stage. And the outcome energies. Then we're going to shuffle the angel message from the angels deck to see what they would like to give as guidance at the end of the reading. So we're going to just pop it there. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Pentacles, guys. So this talks about an offer here. This could be a message of an offer, something tangible. It might be financial assistance or financial aid. It could also be plans, and this could be like everything is in its infancy, because it's the Page of Pentacles, so you're manifesting, but everything is in its infancy. So there could be the beginnings or the opportunities for new projects, new relationships, and some sort of a gift, something material and tangible. Now the pages can also represent children or your younger energy. So when you were a child, your what you wanted for your future in terms of your material sense, in your job, your career, relationships, financial abundance and things like that. So we're looking here at what you want to manifest, the seeds of intentions here in terms of looking back through your childhood and seeing no, this is, yeah, so I lost what I was going to say. So I feel like this is, for more than any of you, this is a manifestation, but it's in its infancy, the beginning of new things. Now this could also be the birth of a child or a pregnancy. So congratulations, guys, you may be giving birth to a Scorpio baby, or you may be finding out that you are pregnant in the month of October. So very wonderful energy. The Page of Pentacles will always be energy. If it's not news or a message or a plan of action or an opportunity, it's you manifesting. Your energy is the Five of Cups. There may have been a loss of a child here, And I do send my deepest condolences if that is you. I do know what it's like to lose a child, so it's something that you never ever get over. You just learn to live with, really. And when you realize that they're in spirit, and I'm hearing John. So John, so if you're John's mother, they want to tell you that they are happy now, that they're at peace, and that they're okay. And there will be another pregnancy, another baby for you, or in your family. I feel, yeah, there are the complications that was beyond anybody's control. So, okay, so my second daughter, okay, she passed away a few hours after she was born. But I had her at 28 weeks. But I actually didn't find out I was pregnant till I was 20 weeks. And I was really, really small, and then I wasn't feeling great. So I went to the hospital and they told me that I was leaking amniotic fluid. And I really didn't know what this meant at all. So to make a long story short, I was leaking amniotic fluid. I didn't know, and her lungs didn't develop. So I gave birth to her at 27 weeks. She had a very strong heart. She had one lung, but it had air holes in it, and she had no left lung. And there is nothing nobody could do. Not all the money in this world would have helped my baby survive. It just wasn't going to happen. So they turned off the machine, and I held her the whole time. And yeah, so it's like something beyond our control, beyond anybody's control happens. There is no blame in it. It's just life, guys. And it's something, and I'm feeling very, very cold here. So I know this message will reach the person that it's meant to reach, because I didn't have any more kids. I have another daughter. She would have been 3 years older than my baby that died. And it was 13 years ago now. And I tell you, I didn't stop suffering with post-traumatic stress for 10 years. So it's something you just learn to live with. But definitely that void that you feel, like I would have loved to have more kids. It just never happened for me. For whatever reason, I tried for years to get pregnant, and it just hasn't happened. Now I'm going on 34, and I'm still open to having kids in the future. So I do feel like this is what this could be here, that there is a traumatic loss. And Mary as well, I'm hearing, or there's some sense of loss that you felt like, but it's nothing nobody could have done for that situation. So And in other cases, like I'm hearing like there was a river or some drowning or something like that. And like it doesn't make it any easier the way somebody passes. The circumstances behind their deaths, it can be excruciating in some circumstances. It makes the pain and the sorrow and the loss 100 times worse, because you're always beating yourself up about what could have went down differently, what could have been done differently. But what I'm feeling now is that this was the time, this was the way it was meant to happen, and there is no blame associated with this energy. Allow yourself the time and energy to grieve, and that real deep void and sense of loss that you're feeling. There is a grieving process, guys, and it's a very difficult one. But when we become aware of the stages of grief, then we can really understand what we're going through. So seek the help, seek the counselling, take little baby steps towards every day, do a little bit more to get you out of this energy. Take small steps towards healing energy. And also, like, I feel, yeah, the water and the bridge here seems to be significant for somebody. It's not your fault. It was not your fault, okay? That's a message here that I really need to let somebody know. It wasn't your fault. I can feel the heart breaking, and I can feel the sadness, and oh my God, I was not expecting this at all. I'm literally, I just feel a deep pain, and I'm telling you now, it will. Every day take small steps, and it's going to get easier. You are going to be able to live again, trust me. And it's not easy, because there will always be a void, there will always be something missing from your life, but don't I just feel a deep sense of grief, and I have never cried like this in a reading. It's like, well, I've gotten emotional, but I feel my heart is just breaking. Sorry guys, I had to pause the video to try and gather myself a bit, so I hope that you're okay. And my email is in the description box if you want to reach out to me, if you don't want to comment publicly and let me know that this message has reached you. And I feel like Spirit is there with you all the time. Your spiritual team, your family, they're all taken care of, looking after, and they're with you for sure. I can feel it. Yeah. So in the month of October, it's about trying to find that rhythm, that flow, that spark of life again in your life, and whether the message that I'm picking up for somebody who has lost a child or lost somebody very significant to them is for unique, is this for, it could be for like one or two, but there is an overall element of loss here in terms of grief. And when we go through losing somebody in death, it's a process, and then when we go through losing somebody in our lives in terms of a friend or a romantic partner that we've spent a lot of time with and we've invested a lot emotionally into them, and when that relationship breaks down here, it's a grieving process as well. There is a grieving process to all forms of loss in our lives. When we lose a pet, anything like that, when there is loss in our lives, we need to allow ourselves the time and the space and the energy to heal. And now you might be in the third stage of bereavement. So for like the first year of grief and bereavement, you're in denial because you're in shock, and it's not till about 12 months later when the reality of the loss actually hits you. That's when you really feel it. And then you're trying to find the balance and the flow in your life again, trying to find a reason or a rhyme to continue to go on. And you have a life path and a life mission, and you have value and worth. So your life's journey isn't defined by your losses. It's defined by the lessons that you come here to learn and the life path and soul mission that you have. And loss is a part of it, unfortunately. And I don't know why I'm so emotional, guys. I just done the Scorpio reading, so obviously this is very deep. I did not see this coming at all. I don't even know if I can continue with the reading. So we're in this state of loss and we're trying to find the balance and flow of our lives again. And we're working towards taking action to regain our passions and our desires, and a focus on what our life purpose is, what our life mission is. The King of Wands is someone who is very fiery, very energetic, very passionate, very confident, and he has control. But I feel you're wanting this control back in your life. You're wanting passion and enthusiasm and drive back into your life. Whatever this loss is to you in your own personal situation, you may be definitely asking about your life purpose. What's next in your life? What the reasons and the rhymes for why things have happened to you. But there is a focus here on setting your intentions to manifest new beginnings into your life that there is new growth, there is new birth, new life that can come in here. You just need to realize balancing your masculine energies by taking control and really look at your own life and say you have a purpose. There is a reason why you're here. There is a reason why you had to experience this, because you can now become the teacher, and and when you're ready, your experiences and knowledge will help the people that you love, the people that you come in contact with, the collective, in whatever way. There is a way forward, guys, for sure. There definitely is. So now we have Two of Swords coming underneath the Two of Pentacles. So the underlying influence here is you're really going within. You may not know what's next for you, what decision, what path, what's next for you. You don't know that right now. And you're going internally, so the angels are very much witchy. There is 11:11 here, so there is a spiritual awakening, a spiritual ascension is happening. Your angels are around you all the time to help you through these feelings, through trying to find balance. But the Two of Swords says, we can't make a decision. There's a fork in the road. Both options seem to look similar. Both avenues, both decisions seem to lead to a similar road, but they don't. So you're really looking at yourself internally and seeing how you can move out of this mental conflict, this mental indecision, and how you can take action with the King of Wands energy by becoming the boss, by taking control, by becoming a leader and showing the leadership qualities that you have. So there is a balance here in the material sense in your own life, and now we need to find mental balance. Now sometimes there could be disillusion or blinding yourself to the truth or unwilling to see the truth of a situation. But I feel like this is more internalizing. We're going within to try and make a decision here. And what you're looking to do is to regain that spark in your life, regain that passion in the relationship, regain that enthusiasm within your own life and your own life purpose. So we have the Four of Wands, guys, in the past energy. So 11:11 for sure. There may definitely be out of this loss here, where the key to the month of October is getting back into the sync in the flow of our own lives, taking a step out into the real world, starting to really find that balance. And there may be a lot of demands on your time with commitments and priorities, and this is really hard when you're going through a grieving process, or when you're feeling depressed or really down, or you're just looking at the past way too much here. And the Four of Wands donates the stability, the happy home, the celebrations, the marriage, the commitment, the graduations, all really, really positive energy here. So you may have definitely, for some of you, this is a loss of a partner, and this you felt was your twin flame, your soulmate here. But there is another relationship. There is somebody else for you guys. So you were focusing on your happiness, on your home, on your stability in the past. And there seems to be like a sudden loss that threw you completely out of balance, not just mentally and emotionally, but also in your own life. The Lovers card. Okay, so as I said, guys, if this is a marriage that took place and now you are going through a bereavement together and a loss of a child, a loss of somebody that's very significant in your lives, it's the month of October is about gaining that focus again, and now we have to start. The Lovers is always going to be a decision. It can be a cosmic love affair. It could be a love affair here, meeting a soulmate, divine partner. And you were focusing on this in the past, but your sense of loss has hindered you in finding the balance in your life again, and you've been refusing to make decisions in the way forward. So your next step is either you have to start making heart-based decisions or head-based decisions. Now, the way this works is if you letting your heart completely rule you, and this is becoming self-destructive in that you're not being honest with yourself, you're blinding yourself to the truth, and you feel completely out of balance, then we need to start bringing the head and some logic and some rational thinking into the equation. But if you're somebody that's stuck up in their head, they're constantly going by what they think rather than what they feel, you need to follow your heart's desire here. So there may be a decision, because there is two and there's two people here, so there's somebody could be making a decision, somebody could be trying to juggle you, or you're juggling somebody, but it's finding the balance. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third person. It could be family, home, responsibilities, finding the flow of your life through the loss. And the Hermit card. So I feel like there is a connection here for some of you guys, and you may have felt like that your happily ever after would not come again, but it's coming. There is a soul lesson around this situation, this relationship, this loss here. And the King of Wands might be somebody that you're really focusing on, and you're manifesting somebody who is very passionate, very spontaneous, very caring, very driven person, very talented. But the Hermit card represents Virgo and Mercury, and it represents spiritual teachers, mentors, spiritual guidance, seeking counsel here from somebody who is experienced, and somebody could be going towards a King of Wands person here for guidance, for counsel, somebody that might give you guidance around what your talents may be, what your life purpose could be, what soul mission. So there could be like past life regressions going on. There is definitely a soul lesson got to do with relationships and connections here, and what brings stability and happiness. And if there is a decision between two people, I feel like you have to get yourself out of the sense of loss and find that balance, get back into rhythm of your own life, and then really look within to find the answers. Not only meant that your mind, your heart and your soul and your body are all in alignment with the King of Wands. He is a person that has confidence and courage and takes action with conviction. So you're reflecting here, there may be some guidance and insight, as I said, around this person that you're seeking. There may be like spiritual downloads, or just taking time out here to reflect on what you truly want. And the Hermit, the King of Wands, has his back turned to the Hermit. So if you're the Hermit here, the person that you're dealing with does not realize that you're trying to figure out what you truly want, what you truly desire, and if they are really the best for you. So there is some sort of decision that needs to be made, and this could be around a marriage or a commitment, but you're still grieving. And I do feel like you have to start taking care of your physical and your emotional and mental health to gain clarity over, and using the Hermit energy in here as we come to the end of October to really reflect on what actions can you take, what direction can you focus on, looking at your strengths over your weaknesses, and relying on your own personal perseverance, and focusing on a goal or an objective here. So I hope this makes sense to somebody, guys. I've never cried in a reading, so this is a first, and I'm very sorry for doing that. And you just got the exact same card that Scorpio got. So there's deep transformation going on in the month of October, and with this Venus being in retrograde, that could be very important for you guys. So it's Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Now, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart, definitely check out that reading. So I'm going to read this directly from the book, guys. So instead of picking up the book, I picked up the deck and started shuffling randomly, and I don't know why. So the message here is, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So that's the King of Wands, guys. Follow your heart. Your heart. So, Archangel Uriel, I am called the psychologist angel because I help to heal toxins from people's thoughts and emotions. I am especially able to release stubborn anger and unforgiveness. I am with you right now to clear away such toxins. I would also like to work with you to help others clear away their emotional and psychological blocks. My healing work is subtle. I never force it on anyone. Like you, I believe that it's best to wait until someone approaches me and directly requests guidance or assistance. Then I simply and lovingly ask them to be willing to release toxins from their mind and heart. If they are willing to do so, then their release will occur. In this way, the person retains their dignity and control, while choosing to be clear of lower energies. So Sagittarius, I'm sorry about how emotional I got, and I know this reading will reach those that it's meant for, and I hope that you come back for the next reading, and I would love if you hit the thumbs up button to show the support for the video. So thanks again guys, and I will catch you in your next reading. Take care.